LaFrance. Two center backs being good tonight for Haiti. Oh no, look out! What a mistake! Can you believe that happened? Oh my word! Duverger, Canadian born, doing a solid to his country. You hate to see that happen, but Canada has been on the receiving end so many times before. The most unlikely of goals you will ever see. And Canada, 2-0, they can barely celebrate.
Yeah, Duverger here, he's overthinking it. His first touch isn't great. It gets caught underneath him. It's a little bit awkward how that goes into the back of the net. The press was coming from Canada, led by Johnny David. Just gets one step ahead of himself and goes off his plant foot into the back of the net. You hate to see this happen to a professional, but we'll take it.
I mean, it's heart-wrenching in a way. Again, Canada barely celebrating. They know what this goal means. But instead, this goal will be talked about for all the wrong reasons. Cue the blooper reel. Duverger from Montreal, Quebec. He's not going to sleep tonight. He's not going to sleep for the next week. As Canadians are concerned, you can celebrate out there. 1-0 on the night, 2-0 on aggregate. Haiti now needs 3.
Yeah, it's an absolute mountain to climb. Duverger, arguably Haiti's best player in the first half. An absolute howler from him. There's no way of getting... You can't sugarcoat it.
أنا ملحد، يعني أنا مش بصدق في وجود ربنا ومش بصدق في دين، تمام؟
ايه تاني؟
أنا ملحد، فأنا مش بصدق في وجود ربنا أو بصدق في دين بس. ده الإلحاد. أنا مش محتاج الدين عشان أنا يبقى عندي أخلاق أو إن أنا أبقى نافع في المجتمع.
بقيت ليه ملحد؟
علشان مفيش أي دليل على وجود ربنا، أي دليل علمي، مفيش أي
ازاي مفيش دليل على وجود ربنا؟ أنت بتتكلم ازاي؟ يعني ايه مفيش دليل على وجود ربنا؟ مين اللي وجدك انت ان انت تكون موجود هنا كانسان او كبني ادم؟
انت عارف انت اتخلقت ازاي؟
ماشي، في فرضيات
ازاي؟
ماشي، هقول لحضرتك في فرضيات كتير بتفسر ان وجودنا هنا على الكوكب ده، وفي فرضيات كتير بتفسر
انا بسأل اتخلقت ازاي؟ بقيت بني ادم
ما ترد
ازاي؟
انت بقيت بني ادم ازاي؟ انت موجود ازاي في الكون ده؟
تمام، طيب هقول لحضرتك في فرضيات بتحاول تفسر وجودنا، تمام؟ منها فرضية ان ربنا خلقنا، خلاص؟ في فرضيات بقى تانية عليها ادلة اكتر كتير، زي مثلا نشأة الكون اللي هو البيج بانج، تمام؟ اللي هو الانفجار العظيم.
بص يا محمد، كلمنا اللي بيشاهدونا ناس، انت بتتكلم في مصر والمواطنين بسطاء بيسمعونا، كلمنا بالعربي، بلاش المصطلحات اللي مالهاش لازمه.
هو المصطلحات بس سببها ان العلم ده كله اتعمل بالانجليزي، ولما الواحد
بيقرا انا علم اللي انت بتكلمني عليه. انت عندك حاله من الارتباك، حاله من عدم الثقه، بتتكلم ان انت بتنكر الاله، بتنكر ربنا، بتنكر الدين، بتنكر كل الثوابت. طب انت ايه؟
سؤال صغير، ليه دي حاجه وحشه؟
لا طبعا حاجه وحشه. انا فعلا بص اقول لك حاجه، انت جاي بتتكلم في فكرك، انت ما عندكش فكر، انت عندك الحاد، عندك كفر، ما ينفعش ان انا نخلي ده. انا بأسف
يا
جدا
أستاذ،
وبتأسف
يا أستاذ،
لمشاهديني ان يكون
يا
معايا
أستاذ،
شاب مصري
يا أستاذ.
بهذه الصفات. انا اسف فعلا ان يكون معايا محمد. انا مش هقدر اكمل معاك ولا تبقى موجود معانا في الحلقه
لا تنفع.
للاسف، لان فكرك لا يتناسب. ما ينفعش ان احنا
تنفع.
نروج لافكار اصلا هدامه. انت ما قلتش ولا كلمه من اول ما قعدنا مقنعه.
شوف حبيبي، هي أنت محتاج تتعالج نفسيا. مرض نفسي بينتاب كثير من الشباب نتيجة لظروف معينة في أسرهم، ظروف مادية، ظروف
طب
معنوية،
انا هاخد بالك
ظروف
يا شيخ.
أي
طب انت
كلمة.
محمد فعلا زي ما بقول لك الشيخ
فأنت
محمود، انت فعلا
فأنت
رحت لدكتور نفسي؟ انا بنصحك على الهوا ان حضرتك تطلع من هنا دلوقتي على مستشفى الامراض العقليه تكشف عن نفسك. انت ما ينفعش تكون موجود للاسف. مش هقدر اكمل معاك ولا هتبقى موجود معانا في الحلقه. انا بستاذنك ان انت تفضل تقوم وانا هكمل حلقتي مع الدكتور محمود، لان للاسف افكارك هدامه وتضيع الشباب المصري، وللاسف انت مثال سيء جدا للشباب المصري. هنطلع لفاصل يا جماعه وضيفنا هيغادرنا وهكمل مع الدكتور
أنا ما
محمود.
لحقتش
وانا
أقول
اسف
أفكاري
مره تانية المشاهدين، لا انا اسف جدا ومره تانية ان يكون معايا مثل هذا الشخص. انا اسف وبتاسف تاني لجمهوري ان انا جايب شاب مصري جاي بيتكلم في افكار للاسف ما عندوش اي حاجه مقنعه وما عندوش اي حاجه ممكن يقدمها، وده مثال سيء للشباب المصري وهم مش كتير للاسف. يا محمد انت ما ينفعش تكون موجود، ونصيحتي انها تطلع لمستشفى الامراض العقليه.
He's not hurt. He's just taking his time with it. No way! 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 No fucking way! No fucking way! No fucking way! He knocked him out, bro.
Are you kidding me right now? Done it! My goodness!
I already know what the fuck going on.
Hey,
man.
what's going on? Hey, man, look, I know you know who I am. Chicago Migo, 4th Migo, Mango of Atlanta. What's going on?
Boy, I don't know who the fuck you is. You know who I am?
Hell no. Who
Boy,
is
you finna find out your barbecue. Boy, you talking about Amigo. Boy, your name Setback. Your name Cassette Player. Your ass like 2 Chainz petty adopted brother. Boy, your name Full Chainz. Your little ugly ass, boy. Them chains made out of Pepsi glass. Boy, you made them bitches in Santa's workshop. That whole outfit came out of Santa's workshop. Your ass is like a petty bottle of Pepto-Bismol, boy. And that coat made out of shower rug material, boy, on my baby, boy. Nice work, cat daddy. Coat ass, boy, on my baby, boy. And what the fuck are those on your feet there? A homeless man gave you his swimming shoes after diving in Lake Michigan. You took them and put your name on them, boy, on my baby. Bogus feet ass, boy. Your ass out here with expire everything on, boy, on my baby, boy. Matter of fact, your ass got whispers in the dog hair on your face, boy. Your ass got knuckle hair on your face, boy. Your ass got a kitty cat with cancer whiskers on your face, boy. Your little ugly ass, boy.
So actually, we don't have agency under critical race theory or any of its philosophical antecedents.
That's correct.
They
So,
claim that you
I wish we had more time
agency
to
by being
unpack-
your critical theorist, which is an incredible irony because you actually have to sacrifice all of your agency to think otherwise, which is how it chills freedom of thought and freedom of speech, because you have to be critically conscious or else you have false consciousness and are therefore not acting out yourself. You have no actual agency.
Of course, we're running out of time, but I'm going to respond just so the audience and the people who watch this on clips don't think that I don't have a response. First of all, your counter is predicated on the idea that there's a one-to-one relationship between critical race theory and critical theory as sort of produced from the Marxist tradition, from the Frankfurt School, etc., when in fact, critical race theory has certainly connections to any kind of critical intellectual discourse, but it's also connected to critical legal studies, which was not committed to sort of inheriting all of the kind of Gramscian and Marxian sort of ideas that you're talking about. And again, even the type of Marxism you're talking about is a very narrow, thin, sort of crude Marxism, or even what we call vulgar Marxism, which alleges a relationship between economic base and cultural superstructure that is one-to-one, when in fact, what most Marxists have argued, and what certainly most Marxists post the mid part of the 20th century have argued, is that it's a much more complicated dynamic that even Gramsci himself argues at in the prison notebooks about this idea of hegemony and how it happens along a compromise equilibrium, whereby some people, or whereby on the one hand, we absolutely are hostage to the economic conditions around us, but on the other hand, structures and states and institutions also appeal to our own desires and our own interests and our own needs. It's a much more dynamic and complicated relationship than you're talking about. And as far as sort of structures, again, you're making a connection between structures in terms of institutional structures that I was talking about and the particular type of structures that, say, a Saussure would be talking about in terms of structuralism. That's not actually what I was talking about. And that's not what most people are talking about when they talk about systems and structures. Again, that's a very tight correlation you draw. And if we were to accept that correlation, then sure. But it's not only that we're not accepting it, it's actually not what we're talking about. And postmodernism, again, plays upon a range of things. I'm sorry?
I said you know a lot about this, actually. that you know a very a very large amount about this, very much detail.
Which doesn't matter, but I just don't understand how you find somebody guilty of doing something to a 15-day-old baby because there was no evidence whatsoever that proved anything about me putting my hands on my kids. I've never done it. I never would. I don't believe in it. I was beat as a child, and I don't agree with it at all. And I would never do it. I would never do this. That's all I got to say. I would never do it. I'm innocent.
Well, I can make a lot of comments on what you said. I can make a lot of comments on the trial, but I know that was just be arguing with you or talking with you. I'll ask you one simple question. You claim you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
If you ever find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
Okay, so they ought to get the maximum sentence.
Most definitely.
Okay. On the crime of malice murder, I sentence you to life in confinement without parole.
You're not going to say my son has flaws.
We can leave.
No, I don't have to leave. That dress you're wearing, we paid for.
Calm down. Let's calm down.
You're not going to ruin my day. You are not going to say my son has flaws.
Wow.
Everybody has flaws, and that's why I love them. You can leave, Judy. Like you don't have flaws.
You can leave.
You can get out of my wedding now. I'm not leaving. That dress you're wearing, I paid for.
Let's quit this.
Get out. I'm not getting out. Try it, and I'll have you arrested.
Well, I'm in a church.
Tony, get her out of here. This is not right.
Church. This is not. Let's respect the wedding.
I'm not leaving. Show some respect.
Just hold your
You
peace.
show respect.
Please,
You left your daughter as well.
Let's just calm down. Let's say, hey, we don't need this.
This is why.
We don't need this.
I don't want to hear any flaws about leaving. That dress you're wearing, I paid for.
Let's quit this.
Get out. I'm not getting out. Try it, and I'll have you arrested.
Well, I'm in a church.
Tony, get her out of here. This is not right.
Church. This is not. Let's respect the wedding.
I'm not leaving. Show some respect.
Just hold your
You
peace.
show respect.
Please,
You left your daughter as well.
Let's just calm down. Let's say, hey, we don't need this.
This is why.
We don't need this.
I don't want to hear any flaws about my
All right.
You have the flaws right now because
Are
you
you
don't know how to
kidding?
act like an
I
adult.
have the flaws.
You don't know how to act like an adult right
Oh,
now.
kidding. I give that man $500 because he wanted to live high and mighty. Excuse me.
Oh my God.
This is not your day. It's
Wow.
not about you. No, but she's not talking about love about my son.
It's not about you.
She's in love with your son.
Okay, let us continue, please. Let us continue.
Heidi, she's using my son. Heidi, go and sit down.
Let us continue, please. What have you chosen today?
The next match we'll be having.
Hey, I guess that Desley took Kappas out. I guess he bared in mind. Get it? Bared.
You know, this is your first time commentating. There's one thing I'm gonna let you know and everyone know. Please do not touch me, like ever.
Okay.
Like, no. Like actually no. Like, nah. Do not touch me like that.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure that we were cool, like we're friends.
We just met! Yes. Trying to go behind the waterfall. Woo! Hold on, let me check my hand. Whoa. It's the sketchiest thing we've done in this film. Yeah.
Get out. Go. You okay? Push on the wall and zoom out. I'll make sure you get out. I'll come behind you. This is crazy. Yeah.